Arizona that they got in Florida, huh? To the gentleman from Hawaii, the floor is yours for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The central issue today is ICE reform. And this hearing is nothing more than an attempt to avoid, conceal, deny, and gaslight that issue. The central issue today is ICE reform. And if we can responsibly reform ICE, then everything we're talking about here is a moot point. So the sooner we do that, the better we can get on with the rest of what we have to get on with all 5 of you. However, I'm going to repeat, because it may have been lost on people out there, what the ranking member said at the beginning, which is that this morning she introduced, and I'm on that bill, a measure that would in fact implement the bipartisan bicameral appropriations agreement for all of your agencies exactly as agreed to. Implement it right now. We can pass that bill and we can focus on ICE reform, which is where our focus should be. That bill is in the hopper right now. To my colleague from Arizona who just left, if you feel strongly about shutting the government down, as we all do, then join that bill. And we can solve this problem now. And I'm not going to say this to all 5 of you because you are all part of the leadership of the Department of Homeland Security. You all talk directly to the Secretary. You all have the ability to say, let's get this resolved. But I will say to your TSA agents and to your other agents who are in the field, who are dealing with uncertainty right now, that this is eminently solvable, that unfortunately you are being held hostage to a political negotiation that is designed to avoid facing ICE reform. And we have to reform ICE. We all have to do that for our country. And so if we're not going to get to the heart of ICE reform, then I'm at least going to ask you all some ICE reform related questions. So Admiral Allen, your guardsmen are charged with the possession and exercise of lethal force. Under certain circumstances, they have the weapons and the ability to kill other people. How much training do they have before they are given that responsibility? How much training does a gunner on the front of a Coast Guard boat in the Caribbean have? How much training does a guardsman charged with scaling an ocean liner with a pistol strapped to his or her hip have before they do that, before they exercise lethal force?
Sir, thank you for the question and talking about our Coast Guard men and women who are out there doing tough and difficult missions. We start with 8 weeks of boot camp. We go to 8 weeks of boarding officer school. And then from there, we start on the hard journeys of specific, what we like to call C school, or those advanced school testing. And then we go on to team training, and then we go on
Is it
to
more than
actual-
47 days?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it more than 3 months?
Yes, sir.
How much more?
So
Is it 6 months? Is it a year?
It depends on the position.
Okay,
to
because
take those.
yesterday, Mr. Lyons testified that ICE agents in the field with lethal force, 47 days if you already have some law enforcement experience, whatever that means, 3 months if you start from scratch. Okay, so you're way more than that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. And Ms. McNeil, I think the only agents you have with lethal force are federal air marshals, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, how much training do they have before they can pack a gun on an airplane and kill people if things get out of control?
They have extensive training as well as annual recurrent training that we put them through. So
Do they have more than 47 days?
I believe so, but we can
Okay,
give
how
you the
about,
full
do they have more than
breakdown.
3 months?
I think all in all, yes. And,
Okay,
and,
a lot more,
additional to
right?
Recurrent training.
Do they have background checks?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. And Mr. Mr. Quinn, apologize, you obviously have law enforcement officers in possession of lethal force, not just to protect the president, you have it for other purposes as well, right? For example, counterfeiting, as an example, right? How much training do they have before they can go into the field with lethal force?
All agents and officers, including their time at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center and our own training center, the James J. Raleigh Training Center, get cumulatively around 30 weeks combined of training.
Okay, 30 weeks before they get to the point of lethal force.
Yes, sir.
In my Honolulu Police Department, you have to have 6 months of minimal training before you go out with an experienced officer, before you have any possession of independent lethal force on the field. And yet for ICE, for all of you, that would be insufficient in your specific circumstances. So that's the stakes with ICE, and I'm out of time. I yield back.